Good morning, everybody, and welcome again to Empowering Morning Conversations. So I trust that each and every one of you is flying high, having a good time, and creating life the way you desire. So today I have a very useful and interesting topic, and it concerns you and your dealings with people. So have you noticed that you're not alone? Yeah. So the question is that when you are with people, what is it that you do most of the time, and what is it that you want from them, and what is it that they want from you? So have you noticed that there is something like that? They want something from you, you want something from them. Especially if you're working, there's a lot of transactions going on, isn't it? And even if you're not working for someone, even then some transactions are going on. And what's going on, and what are the difficulties that arise? What are the situations that we have, and how do we deal with them? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. Now, how you deal with them and how they deal with you, have you noticed, has a lot to do with how you feel. When things are not going in your way, so you desire something from someone, you desire that they should do something for you, or they should give you agreement about something, or whatever it is that we do. Just think about it. What do you want from people? In our day-to-day interactions, what's going on? I just want you to think about it a little bit. The different people who you are dealing with on a day-to-day basis, what is happening with them in your interactions?
So normally we expect them to accept our point of view.
Okay, so that means you want them to agree with you on something. Is that, and what else? Or Suresh Karu will be going, he'll be wanting them to buy his insurance. That is single-minded, so he wants to have good relations with people so they can buy his insurance. Yeah?
No, insurance is different. Relations.
Oh yeah, whatever that financial, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You notice that you want something from them. You desire something from them.
I want them to be secured, mostly.
Yeah. Yeah, but what do you are you telling me that you don't want anything out of it?
No, I get what I deserve.
Exactly. So
yeah, I don't ask them. I don't ask any client to pay me something. And if they ask extra services, then I will say, okay, I will charge you this.
But see, if you look, I want you to now, don't say anything just now. Listen to what is happening. Think about it, that when we are with people, whether it's a client, okay, or anybody else, what is it that we desire? For example, if Suresh goes to a client and he says, hey, listen, I want to help you with your finance investment or whatever, and that fellow says, I'm not interested to talk to you, what will happen? So many times, we go to people with the best of intentions also. So have you noticed that when you are with people, you want a certain response from them? So we have our own ways of getting a desired response from people. Is it not? Now, for a moment, I want you to think about your life. Now, Sagar is not working, or maybe he's doing part-time work, or whatever it is he's doing. When you are interacting with people, what do you desire from them?
Me, sir?
Yeah, you think about yours. Priya can think about hers. Shakti can think about hers. First, you think it out. Then most of the time when you are with people, right, and you're interacting with them, Sometimes you may be just having fun with them, just interacting and having fun. Okay.
Yes.
So other interactions, just see. I'm not only talking to you. I said Sagar will have something that he wants with people. Suresh will have something that he wants with people. Reddy Garu will have something. Like Reddy Garu may want something at home from his people at home, and he may want something else from a worker or a senior person in his company. Similarly, Suresh will be, wanting something in his house. Wanting means not necessarily things, no? You may be wanting from your wife that you agree with me on this, or you may be asking for advice, or there is always something going on, some sort of a give and take going on, right? And like Reddy Garu said, when things are not going your way, then what happens? We get upset. Now, we have many ways of dealing with our upsets. Yes, Shakti.
We want with total ease, sir. Not struggle or something. Whatever, whether I'm accepting the point of view or if I'm expecting something from them, I want with total ease, always.
Yeah, even if they don't agree with your point of view.
Yes,
But
yes,
when they don't agree with our point of view, sometimes we don't have total ease. Now that you have been doing so many programs and all, maybe you're feeling more easy. Yeah, all right. See, when you're in allowance, it doesn't matter what they do.
yes.
If they give you agreement, fine. If they don't give you agreement, also say fine, okay. Okay. Once I remember one of my sons, he asked me for something. I said no. He didn't talk to me for 3 months after that. So in many relationships, it's like that, if people want something from you, right? It could be anything, not necessarily money, not necessarily something. So it's very good to know that what is the method that you use. We all have our own method that we use for persuading people, making them agree with us, or making them give us what we desire from them. It could be anything, love or respect or whatever. So what is it that you do? Okay, and how successful are we? Yes, sir, Shakti.
If it didn't go with total ease, I will maintain comfortable distance with them, so it won't affect me.
We become distant from them.
Yes, at a comfortable distance, so it won't affect me anymore. Setting the boundaries.
That when you maintain a comfortable distance with them, then you are certainly not saying, hey, I was not able to succeed, so I should try another way of doing it.
Mm.
Do you notice who you will be blaming in that? Why are you making comfortable distance? Because
Still I'm thinking that I'm right, they are wrong, or some judgments I'm holding it.
yeah, there will be judgment. They should, what is there? They can't do this little thing I'm asking them. They are always doing like this, blah, blah, blah. So there'll be some judgment, right?
Yes,
Yeah, good. And then the way we deal with it is we distance ourselves from it.
yes, I'm setting up the boundaries and then I'm staying away.
Yeah. Have you also noticed that when somebody wants something from you and you are unable to, you don't want to give that thing. Okay. And you don't want to say no also. So then what do? Then also you will have comfortable distance. In some case means you will not take their calls, you will not talk to them. Every time they call, your phone will be busy. Okay. You will disappear from the scene. All these things happen, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So when we do this avoidance behavior, you notice there's something behind it. Either you are defending your point of view, therefore you say, how can you not? Or you're avoiding some point of view. And then what is happening is you are becoming distant.
Yes.
Okay. So today we want to find out, okay, how do you remain close to them and how do you interact with them? There is a method maybe we can learn. At least we are not the victim of the situation. We are in charge of the situation and saying, all right, now, what else is possible? How do I make it possible? And that can only happen when we stop judging them and we stop judging ourselves. See, when we don't succeed with people, then we start judging ourselves also. No, I failed with this person. Listens to everybody, doesn't listen to me. Something may be wrong with me. I don't know how to deal with this person. The moment you say, I don't know how to deal with this person, that's the end of the chapter, no? How many times it happens, you say, no, I don't know, yaar, Baba, give up. I failed with this person. Okay, so one more person cut out from your life. Yes, Suresh,
Yeah.
what is it you wish to say?
I mean, when we are, everything is, nothing we get at free of cost. Even if I'm giving some donation at the cost of my satisfaction, I mean, everything is give and take policy, 99.9%. Okay, so when I'm proposing something, I'm communicating any client or anything, I propose something. Instead, I mean, against that, I'm expecting something. That is very clear, sir.
Yeah, very good. And we don't have to feel guilty about it.
Yeah, I mean, if when I'm going for, example I'm telling, when I'm going to sell my insurance product, and the client brings and says, okay, this is also is there, I will definitely compare both the things, explain, and even I understand. If it is superior to my product, I will ask them to go with that. But with me, the comfort is that I will take care of the, whenever they need a service kind of thing, I will be there. This is what I talk to them.
Yeah, okay, good. So
even
now,
if they don't purchase also, or I will keep the communication. Say hello, good morning, or nothing goes wrong.
okay, very good. Now we are talking to everybody. Yes, Sagar.
Sir, I think, sir, this communication is needed. Sometimes you make them offended, and you make yourself distance, and you don't talk to them. But if you make them offended, and another time also you go and talk to them, get communicate with them, means that you release that offended energy. So communication is really important here, I think. And what I want in relationship with people, I think is first I want to share the joy. I want to share the joy, whatever I am, whoever I am, I will totally open. I won't judge myself. I also want they also don't judge me, whoever I am or whatever I say do. And if something went wrong, I just simply go lightly and talk to them. Simple communication. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good. So now the point is, one thing which happens is we may keep talking to them also, but now we are not experiencing that closeness that we used to experience before. Check it. Don't tell me anything. Like when people are not in agreement with you, okay? If you are having any small upset, you're saying, okay, but I shall maintain communication because this person may be useful for me in the future. Okay. But really look inside you and see that, are you distancing yourself a little bit from them? Huh? You probably are. So the communication is not the same. Your closeness does not remain the same. Because you let it, make you, whatever is happening, you're definitely, when we are with people, we are expecting something from them. And they are expecting something from you. Right? Most of the time, we are not very clearly aware what they are expecting from us. And we don't state clearly also what we are expecting from them. I like what Suresh is doing, that he will be upfront about it because he's not ashamed of it. Right? But a lot of us will not communicate our expectations to the other person very clearly, and we'll be getting upset because we did not convey that expectation. Okay.
Anything we do is mutual, sir. Mutual benefit, mostly.
Yeah,
In
that's a fact of life.
yes. And even if I talk to a person very nicely, even he is using the other product, with the nature or communication or relation what I'm maintaining, if he is not purchasing, at least he will recommend others to my product. That is what I mostly think.
Okay, very good. So I want you guys to think about the relationships that you have. And definitely you have some expectations. You definitely have a right to get those fulfilled. All right. Now, what is our normal way of convincing people or persuading people? Have you ever thought that how can I make myself better at communicating with these people so they are able to get my point of view and they can help me to fulfill my expectations? So we were talking about what happens when your expectations are not fulfilled. That's one thing. We are now talking about that suppose you have to make sure that your expectation is fulfilled. You really want that to happen, whatever you want. How would you go about it? And why is it that we usually fail? There are two questions here. How do we go about it? And why is it that we usually fail? So, Suresh, I will let you speak if you're going to answer these two questions.
First, I will understand the person. I will gather the information about the person, what are his needs and what is his profession and everything. And then accordingly, I'll put my questions, or I will ask him the way.
First, you do me a favor and tell me what are the two questions that I asked?
If you're expecting something from someone, like how do you go about it?
Okay. What is the second question I asked? Reddy Garu, you remember what are the two questions I asked?
How do we pursue?
Shakti, do you remember what are the two questions I asked? So you know what? We cannot have a meaningful conversation if you don't listen.
Okay.
So now listen to Suresh because he's telling you his technique, what he uses. So go ahead now, Suresh.
Yeah, I will understand the other person's needs or his profession, what is missing with him. And if I have a product or anything, what I can offer him. First, I will make him understand what he is missing, and then I will put my product. Then probably.
Okay, now that's as far as product is concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. Now some people are very good with products. But when it comes to their own home people, like their children and their wife, right? So what happens over there?
Yeah, I mean, this is
professionally, it's not very personal,
Yeah.
So it's different. Your techniques you will do. Luckily for you, it works. So that's why you're making money. But what happens in other areas of your life? What about your personal life?
Other areas, it is, घर का मुर्गी दाल बराबर जैसा होता है, sir. I mean, even if you're, emperor of any this thing, घर में तो बस ऐसे ही है. I mean, the relation.
That's what I'm saying. When you make a statement like that, it means कि घर वाला मेरी बात नहीं सुनते.
I mean, कभी हम भी ढीला छोड़ देते हैं, कभी उनको भी ये कर देते हैं. तो that happens.
Yeah. So now here we are, we are talking in the context of many discussions that we have had in the past also, that the people in our life whom we are dealing with, the closest ones, the core, which is your home, either you'll be happy over there or you'll not. Okay. So there are certain things you desire in the home also from your people also, right? Now, if those expectations are not getting fulfilled, then what is the way you will be communicating? Now, this is only not for only Suresh, I'm saying. How would you be communicating that your expectations at least are understood, right? And how do you go about fulfilling those expectations? And if we are not able to do that with our near and dear, so we are very successful outside, that's great. That's wonderful. That means you're a master of your craft, right? But why is it that I'm not able to use that with my own people with whom it should be more easy because you know them very well? Is it not? So why does it not happen then? So what's missing?
Sir, when their expectations are more than our capabilities.
No, that's about their expectations.
Yeah. So I will tell them this is what my capacity. Beyond that, I cannot do that.
But my
You have
question
to
was
arrange.
not about their expectations. My question was about your expectations. See, you know their expectation, that's very good. Right? Your assumption is that it's beyond your capabilities. That also I understand. Yeah. But what are you expecting from them? Are they able to get that? Are you able to get them to fulfill your expectations? Are you able to at least communicate your expectations so that they get it? They understand it. That is where the issue lies sometimes, And when, see, obviously, your expectation is, kid, don't harass me. Whatever is my means, I can do that. And I'm doing it. Yeah. So what's your expectation? Don't harass me.
Don't harass me. Let us live in peace.
Yeah. So that expectation is not getting fulfilled, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So ask yourself, why would it not be getting fulfilled?
Because that is also my expectation.
No, that's all right. Your expectation is valid or invalid?
As per me, it is valid. For the other person, it may not be valid.
Right now, I'm only asking you, are you having an expectation which is, let us say, absurd? It's very normal for any man to expect that he should have a happy home and people should not make life miserable for them. Right?
Yeah.
You're not expecting that, hello, your face is black, it should become white. Now that is like a stupid expectation, right? It can never happen.
Yes.
You're not expecting, okay, boss, till today you are barking, bhav, bhav, bhav. Now you should start doing bhav, meow, meow, meow. That also you're not expecting. You're simply expecting that don't harass me.
Yes.
It's no big deal, right? But it's not happening. See, I'm saying that we all have one or two such relationships, Now, like Shakti said, we will make some attempt. If it does not work, then we will make a comfortable distance with them. You'll say what to do. I have to spend my life with them. So talk minimum. Don't get into argument with them. No point in discussion. If you discuss it, they'll get more argument, Better not to tell them. I'm telling my expectation from so many years. If they can't understand it, then we'll come out with our homilies, Ghar ki murgi dal barabar. Nobody is going to listen to me anyway. Outside people listen. These people don't have any idea about who I am. The world recognizes my worth, but my own people don't recognize my worth. How unhappy I am because of that, Outside I'm a hero, inside my home I'm zero. All this will go on in your head, no? Kachara, is it going to help you to fulfill your expectations with your people? See, point I'm making is that our points of view that we already have about them is not going to allow you to have what you desire. They have their points of view about you also. Okay. If we get a third party to go sit and talk to them, they'll have a long list of things they'll be complaining about you also. Maybe it's right, maybe it's not right. That's not the issue here. So they have their point of view, you have your point of view. You know what? Unless you are willing to stop avoiding and defending your point of view, the other person will not stop doing that either. So you'll have to look and see how many judgments are there, because every judgment is a point of view, right? So when you are with people and your desire from them, whatever it is not getting fulfilled, what is the question you should be asking yourself? See, instead of,
I will change my style.
okay, in order to change your style, what is the question you will be asking yourself?
It'll be a challenge, you know.
What will be a challenge?
That why, if I can convince 99% of the world and that 1% in my closest family, why am I not getting through them?
Okay, now is why is going to solve anything? I mean, how
It'll
many
make-
times we got answers to our why it didn't make a difference, right?
No, but then if I change myself, no, I will change myself.
So my question again, think about it. What is the first question you will have to ask yourself in order to even able to change yourself? Simple question. It's getting complicated. You know it. I keep talking about it all the time. I got what you're saying, Jonita. But I'd like you to ponder over what's the first question you would ask? I would ask, what judgments do I have about this person? What are my fixed point of views that I have about this person? Are you getting it?
Sir, I will, apart from my point of views, I will try to look from their point of view.
Hello, I never asked you what you will do. I said, what is the question you will ask yourself? And please raise your hand like everybody else. Suresh, 2 people raise their hand. I should make them speak. No? Thank you so much. Yes, Rama.
Yeah, so the same question, expanded question I would ask is, what am I doing or not doing, or expecting, projecting, judging, which does not allow them to understand my expectation and communicate and be what can be possible.
Yeah, that's a good question. But even a simpler one is this now, what judgment am I holding on to?
Yeah.
And even what you're calling as projection,
Yeah.
right? We have some fixed expectations also, no? This is the only way it should be.
Right.
I mean, what you desire ultimately from anybody is what? I mean, why are you trying to make them agree with you anyway?
To fulfill our desires, sir.
Yeah, but why are you trying to fulfill your desire anyway? Hang on. Don't
To
be
be
so-
happy, to be peaceful.
I'm still interacting with Rama, by the way.
Okay.
All of you think, but it's good answer. You should keep thinking about the answer. Or we can make it an open discussion after some time. Let Kuldeep ji first ask his question.
Sir, in addition, I will ask myself how it can be better than this.
Yeah, how does it get better than this? Another very important question is what else is possible?
Yes, sir.
See that what else is possible is a wonderful question, you know,
Yes.
because you will even ask your question about your expectations. You see, the problem is you have a XYZ expectation that's not getting fulfilled. And you can say, all right, if this is not getting fulfilled, what else is possible?
Yes.
That also you can ask. Or you can ask, what else is possible about how do I go about it?
Yes.
And how does it get better than that? Very beautiful. Kuldeep ji, you are getting there. I think you should be ready now to take a class. Fantastic. Are you getting it, guys?
Yes.
Because we are so much, you know, stuck in our old way of persuasion or manipulation. Have you noticed that when people are not doing what you desire, what do? You start manipulating them. And how do you do that manipulation? Let's have a few samples. Ladies are quite good at it, and so are the men. How do you manipulate them?
Emotionally.
How? You start sulking.
Play a victim, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah, but what do you do? Play a victim. दूर रहो मुझसे बात मत करो.
हाँ, ऐसे मुझे कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. जाओ जो करना करो. मेरे से बात मत करना.
हाँ, मुझसे दूर रहो. That's one way. No? बेटे नहीं बेटे नहीं नहीं बेटे.
नहीं, I can't do this with mom, dad. They're like, ठीक है, मत कर बात.
Because they are quite used to your drama, no?
They are smart people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you try your manipulative tricks with your people, they know your tricks, no? So after some time, they'll say, okay, yaar, you want to sulk, you sulk. It doesn't matter to me. See, look at all the dramas you do, and every time you do the same thing with an expectation that this drama is going to give me some fruit.
Result.
Yeah, but no, it only leads to further distancing you from the other person.
Yeah. And there is one more thing that I do. I don't know if it is manipulating or not. So when I had a boyfriend, I used to tell him कि ठीक है तुमको काम करना है जाओ काम करो जब फ्री हो ना जब सारे काम खत्म हो जाए then come to me and talk.
That's a very.
I'm very understanding.
अब जाओ तुम.
तुम सारे काम
आ जाना है.
जब सब हो जाए तब आ जाना. मैं यही हूँ यही वेट कर रही हूँ.
That is the worst one, no? He's not sure now whether he should go or he should not go.
तो वो तो चले ही जाते था इसमें क्या है वो कौन से रुक जाते थे.
तो वही तो कह रहा हूँ, your drama doesn't work, no? Because if your drama and your logic was working, by now you would have solved the problem, right? And then we fall behind into homilies, you know.
What is?
Ghar ki murgi dal barabar. Now you satisfy your self-consolement. Now this is the way it is, no? What to do? So I am doomed to be unhappy for the rest of my life. So that's the way it's going to be. I will find happiness outside. Throw parties in my office.
Then I used to say ठीक है ऐसे ही होता है उनको काम करने देना चाहिए. Understanding girlfriends ऐसे ही होते होंगे.
ऐसे ही होते होंगे.
हाँ ऐसे ही होते होंगे. अगले बंदे को काम करना.
Provided you with the right answer, you know. Be in the question, what else is possible? Even if for your own expectation, you'll be saying, what else is possible here? Whose expectation it is?
Mine.
Right? So have you asked yourself a question, okay, this is one expectation, but is it the expectation? What else is possible? After all, at the end of it, what do you want? You want ease, joy, no? You want to feel loved and respected, no? So if the person doesn't even agree and you know their love and you experience it, and you know their respect and you experience it, then will it bother you so much that some expectation is not getting fulfilled? See, we have a point of view that if they don't agree with us, they don't love us. Yeah, like Sadhar says, getting approval. If they don't approve of me, they don't love me. I spent my whole life thinking, my father doesn't love me. But that was not true, right? If somebody is not behaving in the way I want, does it mean that they don't love me? If they are not behaving the way I want, does it mean that they don't respect me? No. If somebody is not fulfilling my expectations in life, does it mean they don't care for me?
No, sir.
See, now the big problem is that when your expectation is not getting fulfilled, guys, we start resisting that situation. When you are resisting that situation, you will never find a way. Right? Because you're stuck. Now I want you to listen clearly to that statement which Rama said. So he will repeat that. Please repeat that, Rama. Slowly.
Yes. What am I doing, not doing, projecting, expecting, judging, which does not allow others to interact with me, fulfill the mutual expectations, and create a life which is of ease, joy, and glory.
Please go ahead, Rama.
Yeah,
Say
I just finished that question, so maybe I'll repeat once more if required.
Yeah, please do. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. So what am I doing, not doing, expecting, judging, which does not allow others to have appropriate communication, mutual expectation satisfied, and have the life of ease, joy, and glory.
And anything
anything that doesn't allow, which doesn't allow me to perceive and receive, will I destroy and discreate it all? Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, hot and cock, all 9 shorts, boys, powers,
forwards,
beyond. Yes.
And then after you do that, and you are in this question, what else is possible? Then you wait for the awareness, okay? You may suddenly find that you're not running your same old formula anymore. Well, one thing is very clear, that whatever formula you've been using with those people, the difficult people in your life, that formula has not been working so far. But we keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Interesting, no?
Yes.
Somebody told me that the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So are we mad or what?
We are.
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So what you can try is just keep looking at how much judging is going on.
But on the judging, I was just wondering, why am I not able to ask that question? The simple question of what is my judgment on others? That question doesn't come automatically.
Well,
why? Because
you haven't made it a habit as yet, no?
One is habit. Second, the assumptions that I, as the head of family or co-head of family, I as a member of family, I know what is required for the family, and I am entitled to get what I want, even
That's
without
a fixed point of view,
without asking.
They should.
They should, yeah.
They should.
Yeah. So this is the expectation and judgment on myself, which doesn't allow me to ask the simple question that what is my judgment on others?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point of view. And let us imagine that you don't have that fixed point of view. Okay. By now, I'm hoping that most of the people here would have got out of their entitlement kind of thinking. Okay. See, even there, you're judging yourself, no?
Yes.
We have a fixed point of view that I am like this,
Yeah,
and then I'm defending that point of view.
yes,
And I'm avoiding anything that is going to attack that point of view also.
right.
So that
A
avoiding
judgment,
and defending is going on all the time.
yeah, my judgment on myself doesn't allow me to ask what judgment I make on others.
Yeah, like I'm entitled to make this passing judgment on others, you know.
Yes,
Like I'm this Raja and they are my
right,
Praja, and I have the right to do judgment on them.
right.
So the question is also that what is it? Now look, another good question to ask is, you know, what judgments am I making that's not allowing peace and joy and love to appear in my life? Right? That's what we want, na? Very basic stuff. What judgments am I making that is not allowing for peace and love and glory to enter into my life? And everything that is times a godzillion, will I destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and talk, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. That is a wonderful question, which is a off-take of what Rama was saying. Simple, the better. Huh? Now, with the very same people, keeping them in your mind, now you ask this question to yourself. Very interesting thing you will find out is that you have a judgment about your expectation also. My right expectation as a head of the household. What is wrong if I am having this expectation? You know, it's a right expectation. After all, I am the head of the family. You see how we are holding and defending this point of view and justifying it. Sometimes I wonder that if you gave up this point of view, what is it that we are going to lose then? I may not feel myself as the head of the household. Now, have you noticed if I'm the head of the household, I expect a certain kind of behavior from people to me. You know? And I also have to put on a certain face for people to see. Now, with other people, you may be a perfectly fine gentleman, you know, very lovable, laughing, everything. The moment you're there with those people in your life, suddenly your face will change, your way of talking will change, everything will change, right? So then when that happens, are you feeling ease and joy?
No.
And what we want is ease and joy. So who's causing you unease and no joy? You know, it's a good thing to remember and realize every day that we are the creators of our own experience and we are the creators of our own reality. We are. You know, so what happens is that when we get you to the foundation class, we are shaking up the foundations of your reality so that a new reality can emerge. Really destroying the foundations of your old reality. Because unless you destroy the old, the new one cannot emerge. No? It's easier to destroy a building than to destroy our point of views. Have you noticed that? And we have very subtle way, we bring it back in another shape and form. Huh? This is the trick our identity is playing all the time. You have a point of view like this, you say, I give up this point of view, then it will come back in another form. So that's why you have to come every morning and get your kachada cleaned up in empowering morning conversations. Okay? Because we have a tendency to drop into the default zone very quick. Now, Niti ji is very quiet. I haven't heard her voice for so many days now. Hello, good morning, ma'am. So what is it that you'd like to share with us?
Good morning, sir. No, so I was away from the session for a little while. Had a kind of a slight situation at home. So I missed section of it, but yes, when I interact with people, what I look for is if we are addressing a situation and I am putting forth certain viewpoints or my points of view across to address or let's say 5 aspects of the situation. What I expect is if the other person has a difference of opinion, that is okay, but it should be on the same lines of discussion where we are addressing those 5 parameters, or we may address 7 parameters, so that there is complete mapping of our views. When that mapping doesn't happen, that's when it, the whole conversation, the whole experience begins to fall out.
When they go all over the place and start talking about something else.
Go all over the place, but not really address the
main issue.
factors. Yes, the factors, the particular situations within that situation has to be addressed. Just a no or a yes, or look at this and look at that does not. It's not a conclusive discussion. So what I look for is
going here, there, and everywhere.
Difference of opinion is okay, but a conclusive discussion addressing all the points.
That sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay, now hang on. Every one of you, now since I can see that Neeti is in the grip of it, you remember brain number 1, brain number 2, brain number 3? You remember that? So when brain number 1 and 2 are active, what happens to brain number 3? It's switched off, right?
Yes, switched off.
And the most potent part of our brain is brain number 3. Okay? And the brain number 3 works very well when we are calm and peaceful. Now, there is a very simple technique, which activates your frontal cortex. Very, very simple. You can do it sitting wherever you are, any time of the day. Okay? Your whole day will go. So do this with me very slowly. Take a long, deep breath like this. Put your head down first and then say. Again. You have to open your mouth and exhale. And as you do that, just let your neck completely loose. One more. Now, this fellow is working more. You feel the calmness descending upon you. Okay. Now, this is the space in which you can actually ask the question, what else is possible, and get some answers. Because now you got out of the grip of your reactive mind. Simple one, especially for working people, you're in the office, you can't do that laughing exercise or whatever. You can do this. I mean, people know that people have strain sitting in front of the monitor and all. So if you're taking these 4, 5 deep breaths is all it takes. Gets all your neurons firing very well. So you try it out. This is the technique of the day. Yeah, because then, you get stuck out of your mode also. See, for example, Neeti ji said that they are talking all over the place. Why are they not sticking to the conversation? We are talking about 4, 5 matters. Let's talk about that. Na? So when people are upset, have you noticed they'll bring all sorts of things? But that, what about this? What about that? What you did 2 years ago? And you always do like this, blah, blah, blah. Right? So when your mind is calm and peaceful, it will see ways, okay, how do I bring them back to what we are doing? See, Remember, we are mirroring other people's emotions. We keep picking them up. So when we are resisting, we are resonating also. Now we're getting stuck with that. Now, when you calm yourself, then those calming waves are going out. Okay? And those people who are agitated, at least they are not able to agitate you anymore. And I've noticed this, that when you start cooling down, they also start cooling down. Okay? You start breathing slowly. See, when people are agitating, you observe them very carefully. This is what we do in NLP. You'll see that breathing is becoming faster. Okay? The voice becomes a little high also. So when you start, breathing slowly, and when you're talking to them, you slow down the rate at which you're speaking, So let's say we were talking, okay, da 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 da. That's how you're talking, and suddenly you take the breathing. You slow down your breathing, and as you slow down the breathing, you say, okay, I understand what you're saying. Should I repeat it to you? Okay, I get it. Now, shall we talk about this? So when you slow down yourself, you're dealing with your own agitation. Yeah, you're kind of calming down, and then you are more soothing also. Now you're not reacting to them the way they were being with you. See, we have a tendency, if somebody is behaving in a certain way, we are affected by that, So all our auto mode switches on. Now, when you do this, and you have a calming effect on them, right? And suddenly you will find after a while that they start listening. Okay. So now instead of reacting to you, they will start responding. How wonderful is that? Okay. All right. So we've got 5 minutes to go. Anybody wants to say anything? Rama, you have anything you'd like to add to what we are talking? Or Shakti, would you like to add something? Okay, Acharya, go ahead.
Sir, we talk about this expectation and all these things, sir. But we personally, when we talk about expectation to other people, we analyze, judge ourselves. Does it going to be fulfilled? And because of this judgment, we never tell our expectation to others. It may be offended. They could be offended if I say them directly that, oh, this is what I want from you, and they will be really offended. So at that time, how we really pursue the expectation, how we communicate. You're muted, sir. Yes.
Talk to me next time, because we don't have time to deal with this topic in detail. Okay.
Okay,
There's a lot of discussion has to happen on that. Yes, Abhinav.
yes, sir.
Yeah, but I was listening to entire conversation today and very valid. But I'm also, what the issue with me is that, either see if I make a request, either it will be fulfilled or it will not be fulfilled. But the impact on me later on is what I'm scared of. Like if मेरी जो उम्मीद करी थी मैंने वो नहीं पूरी हुई, then I will be upset, then I have to deal with my upset. And other way around also. हाँ, वो default mode है. And the other way around also, then I'm at times scared of कि पता नहीं सामने वाला क्या मुझसे मांग लेगा, मैं नहीं दे कर पाया हो या नहीं हो पाया, तो फिर again I will be upset.
So if you notice, ये हमारा पुराना तरीका है. So the question to ask is, okay, what else is possible?
Yeah, what else is possible?
See, our attachment to the result, first of all, does not allow us to have the freedom of asking appropriately. Okay?
Absolutely.
Because it's getting filtered. Na pata nahi hoga, nahi hoga. Will they agree? Will they say no? If they say no, I will get upset. Blah blah blah. So your asking is not yours. See, when a child asks, does he have a problem with it? He just asks.
No.
You may say
Yeah.
yes, you may say no. If you say no, he'll be doing his formula, he'll start crying or whatever.
Whatever.
But before he made those formulas, by the time till the age of 3 years probably, he has no problem. He
Yeah.
asked you something, आपने calmly बोल दिया नहीं बेटा, तो चला जाएगा. So when he starts growing up, he's learning from you only, na? If somebody says no to you, you should throw a tantrum. Then he'll start doing.
Yeah.
So that's exactly we are doing. So he's picking up from us only, no? But there was a state, it didn't matter. We would ask anyway, innocently. हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं हो गया तो no हो गया. That is, a state where much more is possible, maybe. What is the problem here is that our expectation messes it up. So when you ask this question, what else is possible? You can ask that question about your expectation also, no? What else is possible? जो आप चाहते हो, why is it that you want only that? They may be ready to give you something more than that also, no? Because ultimately आप चाहते क्या हो? Because if you're getting that, what do you ultimately want? रिश्तों में हम ultimately चाहते क्या हैं? I mean, do you want things from them? Do you want only agreement for them? Or there's something else also which you already have and you may not be acknowledging that, no? I mean, if you did not already have that in your rishta, you would not be in it. आप छोड़ के चले जाते थे. Am I right or wrong? किसी ने आपको कैदी नहीं बना के रखा हुआ. I'm talking about close relationships, right? If something basic as a human being from a close one, that is the thing which we desire. If either I'm getting that or not. So this is food for thought. I don't want to answer all the questions today. Think about it. Tomorrow is another day. Yes, Rama.
Sir, one thing I experienced and found is that if I have the courage to be vulnerable in front of the close ones, there is a possibility to change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Vulnerability allows you to be open and speak, See, that is not a demand type of speaking,
Yes, it has to be.
It will automatically come as a request,
Yeah. So
When you're
once I asked, because I could not ask my wife, but I asked because I was afraid. But I asked my daughter, who was around 15 years old at that time, that what's going on? Why is it happening? All these things. No? Then she said it very objectively. You are not treating her as your equal partner. In a marriage, both of you are equal partner. You are not treating like that.
So you are treating like you are the boss.
Yeah, that hit me like like anything, and I could really sense that. So others know. See, only I don't know what's going on, what's the judgment, what's happening, but the people around us know what's going on and what needs to change.
Yeah. So that's a right note to end today's conversation. And Kuldeep ji, now you are the only Shair who's available to us. हमारे दूसरे शायर जो हैं वो missing in action हो गए. So can we hear? I am missing your share. I haven't listened to it for so many days now.
As you wish, sir.
Thank you, sir.
कहते हैं कि जिंदगी एक पल है, इसमें न आज है न कल है. It is continuous. जिंदगी एक पल है, इसमें न आज है न कल है. जी लें इसको कुछ इस तरह कि जो आपसे मिले वो कहे कि यही मेरी जिंदगी का सबसे हसीन पल है.
Please make a voice note and send it to me, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Along with translation, if you can. All right, guys. So you have a wonderful day ahead. right? Make some magic in your life. Really, make some magic in your life. Let the unimaginable appear in your life. Okay? And lots of happiness get showered, blessings be showered upon you. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
God
Bye.
bless everyone.
God bless.
So